This is the collab we didn't know we needed. Skullcandy and Bose. Who would have thought that these two companies would start working together? I guess some would say that they could see it coming considering their apps look almost the same. But just to clarify things, you're not necessarily getting a Bose product here. This is still full-on Skullcandy. But what you are getting from Bose is their signature sound. Needless to say, these sound really good, as expected. These sound very similar to the new Quiet Comfort earbuds that we just reviewed, which coincidentally happened to be by Bose. I feel like I could just copy and paste what I said from that review because that's how similar they sound. Everything I threw at these sounds some version of good. Just like the QC earbuds, these produce a warm sound signature that's very accurate to the music. The bass comes in with a boomy presence that doesn't overpower the rest of the music. Depending on the songs, it can rumble and even feel like the buds are shaking in your ears. Mids shine on these earbuds. Vocals and instruments are highly detailed but are separated enough to not miss out on the little details. Highs are definitely noticeable, coming in crisp and clean. Listening to music with these is just a joy for me. Music comes alive and your body just wants to get up and move. Out of the box, I feel like these require very little adjustment. But if you want to change things up, you do have access to 4 different presets and even a customizable EQ to enhance the music just the way you like. I didn't notice any distortion at higher volumes and I didn't experience any ear piercing or ear tinging. I also found that 50% volume was the sweet spot to listen to music comfortably. There's also a low latency mode if you happen to experience any audio delays when playing games or watching different media. I didn't notice any delays during my time with the Method 360, so I didn't really use this mode, but it's nice to know that the option is there. Another area where I feel Bose had a say was in the design, more specifically of the earbuds. The buds look identical to the older QC2s or the current QC Ultra earbuds. It's basically a copy and paste job here. You'll notice that it's the exact same stem design, the same stability bands and ear tips, and even the same metallic finish on the touch control panel. Size-wise, they're still a bit on the bulky side, but they're still small enough where they won't stick out past my ears. They also feature 2 visible mics on each earbud and proximity sensors for single bud use. Finally, they come in 5 different colors. Primer, which looks like a tan, True Black, Bone, which is basically white, Leopard, and Plasma, which is red, and you know that this one is my favorite. Switching over to the case, this is where things get interesting. I want to first say that I do think this case is kind of cool. I like that there's clear plastic to be able to see the buds on the inside. I also like that if you look closely enough, you can see that there's an ombre effect going from red to clear. I don't even mind the size. In fact, I appreciate that it's different and it stands out from the competition. However, it's not all good. Honestly, I feel like whoever designed this case was drunk. There's just no comfortable way to take the earbuds out. Let me explain. When you hold the case normally with the logo facing you, you pull on the tab to open it, right? You think it's fine and all until you reach for the earbuds and realize that the left is on the right and the right is on the left. Okay, so then you flip the case around so that the earbuds are in the right spot, but as you reach for them, you realize that they're upside down. The only thing that seems to work is flipping the case upside down, but then it's just that. It's upside down. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know who approved this. Why couldn't we just open the case and reach for the earbuds normally? Nope. It has to be so confusing. Okay, I'm done. Let's move on. For fitting comfort, just like the older QC2s that these are designed after, the Method 360s are very comfortable to wear. I can wear these for extended periods of time and not experience any pain or discomfort. I will admit, however, that after the 3-hour mark of wearing these, my ears did need a bit of a break. In terms of security, these never fell out of my ears. With something like the shake test, they stayed in no matter how hard I shook my head. For other activities like my workouts or my runs, the results were the same. These stayed in without any issues. For connectivity, Bluetooth 5.3 is available and there was no issues with loss in sound. Multi-point connection is present, allowing you to connect to 2 devices. In my test, I found that if you were listening to music on one device, you had to press pause first before being able to switch to the other. Hey everyone, Future Christian here. I'm currently editing this video and it hit me. I completely forgot to mention the water resistance rating on these earbuds. Well, before I forget, I figured I might as well mention it right now. So, these earbuds have a water resistance rating of IPX4, which means that they are resistant to light splashes of water. So, naturally, I did test them out. I sprayed them with water and they continued working without any issues. But yeah, that's it. Let's head back to the video. Transparency mode works well. There is white noise present and I found it to be on the quieter side, but despite that, everything sounds natural. While listening to music, I also found 50% to be the sweet spot to still be able to hear my surroundings like traffic comfortably. Anything more than that, it becomes a bit difficult to hear things above the music. With ANC, I feel like this is the weak point for these earbuds. Taking these to my local laundromat, these earbuds did a good job at eliminating the hum from the machines and the airiness around you, but that's about it. The sounds of the machines filling up with water and conversations were very much apparent. Taking these to the office, again, the humming of the machines gets cancelled, but the clicking of the keyboards, conversations, the opening and closing of lockers all made their way through. While you're outside, the airiness around you is gone, but the whooshing of passing cars is noticeable. Obviously, when music is playing, all these sounds are a lot less noticeable. Overall, the ANC here is not the best, but it's enough to get the job done. Alright, so here we are doing the mic test. As usual, I have coffee shop noises playing from my iPad right in front of me at around 60% volume just to give that real world feel. So go ahead, I'll quiet down just to see how much noise comes into the earbuds. Okay, and just like the Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds that we just reviewed, I'm actually not able to test out each microphone individually just because the proximity sensor won't allow me. But what I can do is this. Okay. And it appears like the left earbud is the one that's getting all the sound. And what I'll do is I'll quiet this down, and this is what the microphones sound like in a quiet environment. As mentioned before, touch controls are present, giving you access to virtually everything that you need. They're fully customizable with access to a single, double, and triple tap, as well as a long press. With battery life, the Method 360s are rated to have up to 11 hours of playback with an additional 29 hours of the case for a total of 40 hours without ANC turned on. In my test of listening to music at 50% volume without ANC turned on, I started my day off at 8:30 a.m. and I was able to make it to 8:54 p.m. before I got the low battery warning at 15% for a total of 12 hours and 24 minutes. Quick charge is available with a 10-minute charge giving you an additional 2 hours of playback. Wireless charging is not available. As for the price, you would think that since Bose has their hands in the pot, these would be expensive, right? Well, I purchased these off the Skullcandy website for the full retail price of $149 Canadian or $99 US. To put that into perspective, the cheapest Bose earbuds would be the new QC earbuds, and they come in at a price tag of $249 Canadian. Considering that both of these sound very similar, $149 isn't such a bad price. Overall, I do really like the Method 360s, and I love the fact that they come in red. They're comfortable and they don't fall out. They have a great battery life, and most importantly, they give you access to the Bose signature sound at an affordable price point. Yes, these earbuds aren't perfect. The ANC performance could be better, but it still gets the job done. Honestly, the worst thing about these is the case, but that doesn't affect how well they work. So really, if you've ever been hesitant about Skullcandy in the past, or if you ever were curious about Bose products, this collaboration is one you're not going to want to miss. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and slap that like button and let me know your thoughts in the comment box down below. If you want to keep seeing more honest reviews like this one, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. That's it for me, guys. As always, I'll catch you in the next video.